We are live. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts. I'm one of the hosts, Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane. We have Will Fly, DP, and Nick J in the house. We're going to have some other people on tonight. Right now, we'll give you guys some of the sad news, and then we're going to move into the fly-in. I'm not trying to skim coat this. I just where did DP go? Oh no, I'm sorry. Where did Nick go? All right, so I'm going to skim coat this. Not that I don't absolutely love my wife and want to give her an entire 24 hours of talking great stuff about her. My wife did pass. We've been together 31 years, married 29. She had a horrible accident on January 11th. She did not, she succumbed to her wound, and here we are. No more Miss Krista. I can't get into it because I will not be good for the rest of the show.
It's okay, Shane.
Yeah, ma'am. We love you, Krista.
We love Krista and you. Shit. Fucking A. Oh, pardon my French.
But we do have a fly-in that my wife and I started with our son who passed. Jesus Christ, we'll go. Help her brother out.
Oh, man. No question about it. It's tough. And you're super brave to even be on here tonight, if you ask me. I know we got or had someone going to come on and make an announcement tonight.
Shit.
Not sure
Sorry,
where
Nick
that
J.
person is. But hey, Nick, what's up?
He said he'd be here about 30 minutes into the show. So Angela, Steve, if you want to jump on, Nick, I'm sorry. Dave Wolf will have to. He'll text me if he can't get in because I don't know how many people I can really get in here at one time. Fuck.
So Angela, Tony, Scuba, come on. So the one thing to I guess address first and foremost is the fly-in is on, right? No changes to that. Dates, times, all that's the same.
March 6th through the 9th.
Cool.
You're going to be balls to the wall between now
Yes,
and then,
I
my
am.
friend.
Yep. But the nice thing is I suspect he's going to have plenty of help.
For sure.
And,
I ain't helping him for shit.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so I think Tony and Angela
I already
be there on
said he
Wednesday.
photobombed that nice picture of her
Uh-oh.
on his Facebook page. Had that awesome picture of him and Krista on the ship. I'm like, who's that ugly dude that photobombed that pretty woman?
Yes.
Nick, when are you going to get down there?
I think we're going to be there Tuesday night or either early Wednesday morning.
Are you going to bring your wife or your girlfriend this time?
Yeah, I'm going to take them both.
Oh, that'll be fun. I'm going for sure now.
I'm going to stay outside.
Angela, you're live. Angela, you got to turn your phone sideways.
Okay, hold on.
Oh no!
Oh,
Did you do that on purpose? Oh, okay.
Why are you just pointing at your boobs? That's weird.
Yeah, really. Jeez.
I've never seen you inside.
Pointed at mine.
Yeah.
You're always outside.
I've got no Packer stuff out inside.
And that's a good thing.
All right, I gotta send
lions.
I gotta send Scuba the link because apparently he just can't get it from. Oh crap, that's the wrong person. All right, here we go.
Good to see you, Vegas girl.
You too, sweetheart. Now, am I going to see you in March?
You will.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, that was
You will.
How about the other DP? Yeah, coming with you.
Yeah, what about the other DP, the one we really like?
We're rolling. Yeah, I know. We're rolling. Same here. Yeah, we're rolling the dice on that. I'm going to try and drag her down.
Good.
Tell her
Very
about Krista.
cool.
Hey, tell her about Krista. I'll guilt trip her.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, so Fly It For Gaige. Bowling Green, Florida, March 6th through the 9th. It started out, well, Krista and I started this to remember or to keep our son's name alive with giving a scholarship to the high school that he graduated from. And then Hardy Lakes County Park, where the fly-in is at, they allowed us to do the fly-in there. And in return, we also give Hardy Lakes High School a $1,000 scholarship. Our goal this year is to see how many scholarships we can give, and we're looking for a good turnout, and hopefully we can get 5 or 6 scholarships this year. So if you guys have never been to Bowling Green or to the county park, it's called Hardy Lakes County Park. Everything's on Facebook. If you type in Fly It For Gaige 2025, it should pop up. All the information's there. When you get to the park, if you are camping, not at the LZ, if you're camping with water and power, you will need to make reservations with the park on their website. Again, the information is on the Facebook website. If you're boondocking, you do not have to prepay. When you get there, just tell them you're boondocking out back. They will charge you $10 a day, and you go out back and park where you want to. Well, on the flight line, and then make sure before you get out there, you find if there's an empty campsite, you can pull in and fill up your tanks if you got freshwater tanks on your vehicle. And Angela,
What? I'm moving. Sorry.
you can't talk to the goofy guy that you force yourself to be with. If
Just put him on the camera for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
No, it's a blessing.
Hey,
Don't you know that? It's a blessing to be with him. Go on.
anyways, when you get there, there'll be a
Registration, I think is what it's called.
registration tent. There'll be signs, everything. You'll have no trouble finding it. Anybody have trouble last year finding the LZ out back?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Mr. Will Fly has put the link in the chat there. If you click on that, it'll take you to the website.
Did you say LZ out back?
Yes, there's no LZ out front.
Well, I don't know about that thing, but
I
Well,
mean,
there was at one point, was there?
there was, but apparently no one knows how to act when they get into the air. So when you go there,
Oh, that
when you
one
get-
guy.
yeah, one.
Yeah.
Why you got to be talking about me?
So when you get there and you go to the registration table,
Just say reservation.
yeah. When you get to the table, there'll be a whole blueprint, or not blueprint, a map, aerial map of the park and where you can and can't fly. Outside of that, the park has the say. If the park says, "Hey, this person was flying," and they point you out, you're out. I'm not kicking you out. The park will. But there is so much area to fly that you cannot possibly bother anybody. Why would you want to fly anywhere else? So, Will, you've flown there. DP, you showed up and looked around. That's cool. Nick, you've turtled there.
Yes, I did for sure. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Wow, cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Special place for you then.
It is very.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we do have to remember that the park has the final say so. So when you get there, please understand where you are on the map, where you can and can't fly. I'm telling you, there is one particular person who does not like us. They do not like paramotor pilots. Why they have to be in front of the park, outside of the park, just in front, I have no idea. But they are. So we will make sure we explain very clearly where you can and can't fly. And I can tell you right now, if you leave the park and go to the backside of the park, you could fly for hours and never hit a house. Why you want to fly over houses, I don't know, but
Right.
We don't. But all the same, just point that house out to us where this person lives and we'll take care of it, Shane.
Yeah.
It's only
I did think about having another fly in at Wauchula Airport, and we all just do circles around this guy's house.
And they go back to Wauchula.
Yeah, and they go back to Wauchula.
That sounds just like my speed, to be honest.
So yeah,
well, there goes DP.
Yeah. So
10 miles an hour.
Can you guys? I think every one of you have been on the panel here. Have been to the Fly It For Gaige, the first and the second, at least the first or the second. What are the benefits to this park?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Huge LZ.
So when you're parawaiting, what can you do? Are there trails? Are there?
There are, I mean, the one thing that really makes flying special is what you can do in your downtime, and how far do you have to go to do it? If this park is so big, I mean, you can do. They're friendly for electric bikes and segways and stuff like that, right? So
even Duro and side by side. If you have a Duro dirt bike that can go on road or off road and it has a tag, you can bring it. If you have a side by side, you can bring it. No four wheelers. They don't allow four wheelers, but pretty much the speed limit is the speed limit in the park. You guys have to do that no matter what you're on. They haven't really yelled at us for the e-bikes or the one wheels, but pretty much the speed is 15 or so in the park. But they're really worried about cars and vehicles. So when you come into the park, please pay attention to the speed limit. But there's trails. You could ride for hours on a side-by-side, a one-wheel, e-bikes, whatever. I think the last Fly It For Gaige, I think I put almost 40 miles on my bike just inside the park.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it like 2 miles once you enter the gate? 2 miles?
Yeah. Yeah, to the LZ. And there are there's a splash pad. So if you have small kids, you can take them to the splash pad and they can play in the water, whatever.
Or that would have been cool even for adults.
It's up front. You just bring your soap with you, Will, and you can shower there.
Yep. You take your wiener and go to the splash pad.
I would suggest that you leave your clothes on. I mean, here in Florida, we don't play that, but if you get to the park and you have a camper or you want to get some water, just ask the ranger there at the desk there where to get water. They will be more than happy to tell you. If there's a campsite that's empty, you can pull in there or run a hose and fill up and then head out back.
Oh,
We are these comments, but I can't post comments for some reason. But it's Dave Laney or Greg Laney says there's cool people and lots of trails.
Yes.
And the swimming, by the way, if you like swimming, Great Lakes for swimming.
Oh no, none of the lakes, are swimmable. And understand, if you water foot drag or go into any of these lakes for any reason, the chances of you're going to be better off.
I can do it, Shane.
Give them your one good leg.
I have some titanium, bitch.
Yeah, not this.
Okay, that was
I have gator teeth in my shoe when I get back.
Yeah, no swimming, but isn't there fishing? Can't you fish there, or do you have to have a license or what?
No, if you have a kayak or a small boat, a bass boat, they have bass boats there all the time. If you have a Florida freshwater fishing license, you can go into any one of these ponds and fish. There are tons of ponds, by the way.
Scuba, I'm gonna let you do the one-wheel deck battery.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
alligators in every one of those lakes.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding about the swimming part. What'd you say, Nick?
So Scuba's making fun of me about having to ride my one wheel 20 miles and walk 10 miles back. I'm gonna let him do it this year.
Yeah.
Right. Angela, I got one particular pond that is alligator free. Tony can swim in all he wants.
Did you hear that?
It's a lie, but He can swim in it.
Oh,
I got one too. I got
I
you,
was
Tony.
excited for him. Okay, fine. The
we
man
were
will go
all-
underwater.
We are all excited for him to go jump in this pond. If you do have pets, I would highly suggest not going nowhere near the water's edge because there are a ton of alligators around.
Yes.
Or keep them on a lead so you can give them the yank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
set the hook.
Set the hook,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's right.
So where is Scuba?
Ga-
not
Gator
get on?
bites.
I don't know.
Background a minute ago.
Who?
Hey, but Shane, one thing to make sure to mention is that everyone needs to bring coasters, or whatever you call those things.
Oh, yes. The park does have I'm going to say, I need everybody to pay attention. They do have a no alcohol in the park rule. I'm not drinking a beer right now. I am drinking a soda.
I love me some O'Douls.
So,
He's backstage, he says. Scuba's backstage.
I don't see him. There's too many people on here. Oh, wait, hold on. I do see him now. Shoot. Hold on. Here he is.
Oh wow! Look,
Yeah.
I've been here for a
There he is.
long time. How
You can have
Scuba.
up to 10.
Scuba,
Got the jelly.
I was looking. I'm like, I don't see him. And then I seen the little scroll down. I was like, oh crap, here we go. I found you. Let me get back real quick on the no alcohol in the park. As long as you are covered up and don't act a fool, you will not have a problem. Just so you know.
We got that
You mean
covered.
not naked?
No, that's the first thing they're gonna. Oh, you're naked. You're out. They don't
No,
care.
you
if
said
you're
as long as you're covered. Like, what are you talking about? Drinking or naked?
Hey,
long as your beer is not advertised as a beer, and it might look like this, they
It'd
won't
be a
bother
tall.
you. They won't
Don't make my mistake and offer the park ranger to make him a drink.
That dude was cool though. I was.
I love Will. I love him.
That
Yeah.
dude was really
Stop
cool.
saying names.
Oops.
Oh, whoops.
God.
She meant Will Fly.
I did.
Yeah.
I
Will
love
Fly,
you.
Park Ranger.
Outside of that, camping out back, just make sure you stop at the somewhere to get water. The park ranger, like I said, will point you in the right direction. There are dump stations, so if you have a camper and you got your holding tanks full, you can take it up front when you leave and hit the dump station. Really, other than that, it's so last year the mosquitoes were kind of crappy, so I'm planning to get there a little early, and I'm gonna put some granules down that are kind of like for all insects, ants, mosquitoes, and try to stop
Win them
some of
over?
that. They
Oh.
came out
Kill
for
them.
like 2.5 hours, and then they went away. After that, it was fine, but for that 2.5 hours, it was a little tough. And 100% of the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds go to the scholarships of the kids graduating high school. And this year alone, like I said, we're hoping to do 5 or 6 scholarships. So that's $5,000 or $6,000 that we're looking to do for this year. Actually, 2026 kids graduating. We're 1 year behind. We have to raise money and then give it to the following year. So, outside of the cost of buying liability insurance, the shirts, any money that's made from the shirts goes back into, seed money, if you will. But 100%, none of it goes into pockets of me or any of the board members of the 501c3. It costs me money, actually, but that's besides the point. We won't talk about that.
Shane, talk about the raffles.
Oh, yes, we are doing a raffle. There's this really nice person. Her name is Wendy, and I mean her husband Nick from Paralife PPG is once again donating. How much is this bike this year?
It'll still be $3,000.
All right, so we're looking at another $3,000 e-bike that you can buy tickets for with your chance to win. Thanks to Nick with Paralife PPG and Just Us e-bikes for donating once again another set, or another bike, and we're going to do some. We're going to have other raffles too. We just have to work that out. Angela's going to work on some stuff. We're going to have maybe some booze baskets, and I don't know. I'm sorry that we are kind of fall behind on better. I shouldn't say better gifts, but more stuff that paramotor pilots would be into. We just kind of had a loss. So
we don't need gifts. We just want to fly and give money to the cause. That's it.
I think what Dave said is
we don't need gifts.
I think what Dave is trying to say is the gift is hanging out with me.
That's exactly what I was saying. I didn't want to really just go there, but we all know that's what it is.
So yeah, there's and then we have Saturday night. By Friday evening, we will need to have a total of everyone that wants to have dinner for Saturday. Saturday we will have dinner about 4:00, which is in time. Which is in time for you to eat dinner and then go fly that afternoon. So it'll be around 4:30. But we are going to have our pulled pork sandwiches, baked beans, which is not your normal baked beans. They are a meal in themselves, and some other side items to go with that. But it's a donation dinner. So if you want to donate $5, $10 per plate, then whatever. It's all going to the kids, and we're happy to be able to keep our son's name out there. And
That's messed up, Wally.
what?
He said Scuba's landings are the gift.
But yes, we started this thanks to the park asking us if we would be interested in doing it, and immediately thought about doing it in our son's name. We actually have a 501c3. It's called the Gage Robbins Good Citizenship Scholarship. And like I said, all the money raised is going to the kids, or enough money to keep in the seed, enough seed money to keep it going for next year. So what else you guys got about the fly-in? What about the dancing around the fire pit?
That's a hoot.
Oh,
I have
I
a
mean,
question.
Sir?
So, obviously, you're going to be in need of help with certain tasks or whatever. Anything come to mind as far as what someone could do to help?
Yes, I do have, especially if Mrs. DP shows up, I could put her to work. I have an opening on the side of my
If she's
bed.
coming, well, because I'm on the one side of you and she'll be on the floor. But yeah, if she comes along, she'll be helping out with the registration desk for sure.
Yeah,
She's already.
I am going to set up a schedule. I think like Krista would sit there all day long every day. She felt like she had it. That was her job and she had to do it. So what I think is we'll set a schedule, and anybody that's interested in helping out would do like a 2-hour thing. So like Angela would sit there for 2 hours, then Miss DP, and then we
I
have
can help.
Yeah.
Rachel. Yeah, like during the when we're not flying,
Guys can do this work too, just so you know,
Yeah.
those in the chat.
just have exact change or exact amount because they can't count change. But
Hey,
yeah,
no,
Guys,
I
talking
said
about guys,
guys.
Angela.
guys,
if you need
Angela.
help, say something, Shane. That's
We
what
all
I'm
know
saying.
women can count
If you
change.
need help, just say
Trust.
something, because I'm sure anybody, any one of us, will be more than willing to help you. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't get overrun and be like, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?" Just
Nope.
ask
Yeah.
for help. And it's
Chris and
there.
I
Scuba's
talked.
got registration.
Yeah, Scuba all by himself. If you're a paramotor pilot, you would want to pick where it's not flyable times to go and sit there at the registration table, whatever. We will have, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. We will have a free pancake breakfast every morning, starting Friday. Well, I should say Thursday. Or I should say Friday morning and Saturday morning. We will have pancakes. Absolutely free
At the Waffle House.
no at the campsite out back at the LZ. It'll be for a certain time, like say 8 to 10 or something like that.
Will, you won't make it.
Sorry,
No.
Will.
No.
It's all right.
I'll save
Hey,
you.
what's
Is there
up,
is there a
Frank Farr?
pancake lunch?
Or dinner, yeah. Pancake lunch.
Ryan, you're killing me, man. I'm doing a show.
Is that smart?
Um,
Oh, you said Ryan. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, that's great. Like I said, we're having a donation dinner. All the money goes to cover the food cost, and then whatever's left over will go to the kids. We are been 100% open and honest with this. And again, we do not pay ourselves. We literally give all the money away outside of the seed money for the next following year.
It's a great social fly-in, and even if you're a new pilot, there's not going to be like 300 pilots in the air, so you don't have to worry about running into anybody like you would at Bad Apples. I think it's more of a relaxed, laid-back, close-knit social fly-in that is for a great cause. So I think more people should show up.
Yes, it is. It's something my wife and I started for our son who passed in 2015 from cancer. And honestly, now that she's gone, I don't know what to do with it. It's a lot of work. It's not just show up and collect money and go, okay, here you go. There's so much behind the scenes thing that we have to do. So
But
I don't
Shane,
know.
every one of us is going to be there to help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake you up
Well,
early.
I'm going
And-
to wake
and-
you up.
Hey, let me sleep. I'm just saying.
Scuba said,
And-
"Screw y'all."
And
I
just,
think
you
you'd
know,
be, I think
Shane,
you'd be amazed. You've already done, once you get to the point where the fly-ins happening, I mean, things pretty much can take care of themselves, you know. I mean, people are going to do their best to make sure they have a good time. And if they need something, they're going to figure, you know, I mean, just like when you go to a fly-in, you know, if you need
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
you'll figure it out, you know, or
Yeah.
go get water or whatever. So
What were you saying, DP?
I was just saying, you know, not looking too far ahead, but you know, if for any reason you're thinking about not wanting to do this again, that's absolutely your call. But I hope you don't decide to not do this again because of lack of help, because you've got so many people in this community that will absolutely help you if you do choose to go
Yeah.
forward and do this further. So I just wanted to put that out there.
No, we are. I am still on the fence with it. It's my biggest supporter is no longer here, and it's. I mean, her and I tried to do this by ourselves, which we already knew we couldn't, but we tried anyways. We don't know how to ask for help, and I'm asking right now. I'm going to need help because I can't do this alone. There's no way.
You've got it.
You got it.
It's all good. We
have
got it.
Always.
Get us a bunch
Always.
of yellow vests so nobody runs us over. That's
I have.
I want a yellow vest.
I think I have 12 of them. Brand
oh,
new.
then we're good.
Only one person has worn one, and yeah, for Air Boss or Air Dick, whatever you want to call it.
You can wear the one that says "boss" on the back.
And none of them say nothing. They just say.
I just
Look at
want
me.
one that says crossing guard.
Oh, if I knew how to spell it, I would. No,
I don't care if it has one or two S's, Shane. Damn it.
Hey, listen, you might just get an X and a couple S's.
That's fine.
Oh man.
It's good to see you laugh, man.
Yeah, dude, I tell you what, I do want to send out a couple of thank yous. I'm going to get through this, I promise. All right, so I want to thank for setting up and doing every single thing, minus the going and paying for the building that I rented for the celebration of life of my wife. I want to thank Tiff Horschel. I want to thank Rachel Pelfrey. I'm not calling you Norman because she refuses to go change her name, which is Smart Car Brian's wife. and then Michelle Arthur Sturgill. Arthur's her maiden name, which is Krista's cousin. They did everything. They did an amazing job, and I am 100% would have had nothing but an urn, and that would have been in it because I can't do none of that stuff. But I want to thank them. They did an amazing job, made everything much easier on me, and I want to thank. So I did make some phone calls, early morning phone calls to Mark McElroy, and Will, Ben, Brian Waller. They all showed up at my house. They spent days here and supported me during this hard time. And I truly want to say thank you guys for helping me out. It was absolutely amazing that you guys took the time out and showed up. For the celebration of life, a couple of those guys came back, and I want to say thank you. I literally could not have done those days without you guys. Actually, I couldn't have done anything without you guys from the 11th of January to now. I truly am grateful, and I appreciate it, and I want to thank you guys.
You bet.
We all love you, Shane. Oh, everybody.
It was an awesome turnout for Celebration of Life too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Nick J. He showed up too.
But it was cool to see everybody there.
Well, there goes your e-bike, Shane.
Yeah, it's gone. So now we just have an inner tube for an e-bike.
A flat tire
Push
from an
scooter,
e-bike,
that'll work.
maybe.
Yeah,
We'll just go with that.
but it was really nice to see everybody that showed up. It was a ton of people there.
That's good to hear. All right, we'll see you in a minute, Shane.
Oh,
Hey, Scooby, you got some crossovers. Looks like Wally
Crossovers?
World.
what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Breeze.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of people from my channel that came in here because they want to support Shane too. I mean, we had people that donated, and I was like, y'all don't even know Krista, but they were donating, and it really surprised me to
From
see.
the UK, all the way from the UK.
Yeah, they
Really?
donated, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
y'all don't even know who Krista is, but
That's so cool.
my
Man,
fans
this-
are freaking loyal to a fault. So yeah, they're awesome.
And I
This
do want to thank.
community is like no other. I mean, there's
I
some
do-
real assholes out there, and we all know who they are on Facebook. But this
Mhm.
paramotor community is phenomenal.
I do
Some-
want to thank everyone that donated to the GoFundMe. I did get that check today, Will. Thank you for giving me the heads up that it was coming. I had no idea until I got the mail today.
It
Which-
was meant to be that way.
Which, by the way, I went this morning after the sympathy cards that I got. I took that money that I received and put it in my checking account today and told the lady, she's like, "Oh, you got some money here. How'd you get this?" And I was like, "You don't want to know." And she insisted. So I told her, and she didn't want to know after that. Anyways,
Sorry, I asked.
I told you didn't want to know.
I was like, "Hey," and then I asked her a couple questions about, getting Krista's name off the mortgage or whatever. So we went over and talked to another lady, and then she started crying, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I was like, well, this is the last bit of money that I got coming in from that. And then I get home today, and there is the GoFundMe check, which, again, I thank you guys. Oh, I thank you guys so very much. I don't care to share my financial situation with you guys, but it's screwed. Let's just leave it at that. And that is a gigantic, huge help. And all right. So who's Angela? Can you back out real quick so I can let Dave Wolf in?
I love you all, and thank you to Will for starting that GoFundMe.
Yes, I said no to it
Love you, Angela.
because I
Love
don't
you
know how
guys.
to ask for help.
Love you, Angela.
All right, Dave, you're coming on. Dave, you're on.
Hey guys, hey everybody.
While
What's
you're
up?
driving? Okay, go
I,
ahead.
I
What's up, Wolfie?
I just finished hanging a couple TVs in the new house, and now my daughter needs me to go pick her up at a soccer game. It never ends, you know.
Hey, Dave, real quick, is that a schmedium shirt?
It is a medium. I like it because it makes my nips pucker out. Can I say that on YouTube? Sorry.
Not anymore. You can't.
All right. Sorry.
All
Is
right,
Dave
well,
going to be at Fly It For Gaige? I'm just
I
wondering.
I purposely wanted to come in 30 minutes later for exactly the reason I just heard 10 minutes ago. Everybody offering their help. And I purposely wanted to wait till everybody offered their help so I wouldn't have to help at all, which is perfect. And that was my only announcement that I had to make, Shane.
which is
I'm not
beautiful.
helping. I'm not doing anything, buddy.
Mission accomplished, Dave.
Done.
Hey, Dave, the only
night.
thing the only thing I need your help with is there's a little handle on the backside of my camper, a little black hose. If you could just hold on to that and look
Yeah.
right into it when I pulled it, I need to
Cousin-
know how much.
I'll pull the cousin Eddie for you. How's that?
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that'll work great.
I can do that. So the announcement I wanted to make, very simple, very quick, very easy. I had mentioned a couple weeks ago about there were some big announcements coming up. You may have seen some videos already, so I can share a little bit more. But there's a gentleman who just went through training. His name is Matt Gregg, and he went through training at Florida Flight Sports. And Matt, he's a very, very strong businessman. He has built businesses time and time again, and he sees that there's definitely a need in the paramotoring community for really expediting the process of us, the end users, getting our paramotors. And I guess if I asked everybody on the panel, how long have you, whenever you've ordered a new paramotor or a new glider, how long have you had to wait for it? Probably our average is going to be somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. Does that sound pretty accurate?
Sounds pretty right.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Mhm.
So imagine going onto a website, finding the paramotor that you want, clicking order now, and it's shipped to you the very next day, already assembled, ready to go.
Amazon for paramotors.
Kind of yes.
Nice.
So that's and you may have heard of it. It's going to be a big sponsor this year at Bad Apples, and it's called Ready to Paramotor. You may have seen it on social media a little bit. Also in line with that, there's going to be 3 new paramotors coming out. They are being built as we speak, and they will, I don't know if they're going to be delivered for Fly It For Gaige, but definitely they'll be introduced at Bad Apples, and it's going to be the Gorilla line. So more to share about that. But the announcement in regards to the about Fly It For Gaige is that there's going to be, if you haven't guessed, I'm kind of the brand ambassador for Ready to Paramotor, and kind of made myself a team pilot because I've always wanted to be a team pilot. But I got to fly this past weekend the new EOS Quattro motor. It's a 4-cylinder motor. It's freaking
my
awesome. If you've never
Buddies have
flown,
those. Every one of them has a Quattro.
how do they like it?
They love it, and I'm honestly jealous because they can fly way longer than I can.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed flying this. I flew it on the trike. It's not too much heavier than a Moster, so I'm going to try to foot launch it too. But on the trike, I could have fallen asleep. It was quieter. It was smoother. I think I was probably 40% throttle when I launched it, and I never went over 50%. It had that much power to it. So we're going to have one of those to demo at Fly It For Gaige. In addition to that,
Nice.
we're also going to have at least one HE motor ready to fly from well. So if you've never flown a HE, I'm probably going to try to, if I can sneak away Sunday morning, I'm going to try to go fly one this weekend. I'm really excited about it. So we're going to have a couple demos there.
So one thing about that
excited.
Gorilla line.
Is he some?
Wow,
Yeah.
you are really breaking up. The
Dave, you're
Gorilla
breaking
line,
up.
is that going to be the ape, the orangutan, and the chimpanzee? I'm just wondering.
Hey, I just want
I
to.
will say, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. There's going to be one, I believe it's called the Silverback. That's the only one. I
There
begged them
you
to
go.
change the name
Okay.
to something more glamorous. I said, the Gorilla's okay. People understand. But what about the Wolf paramotor? That sounds sexy and, more
Without the
Not
E,
like
though.
that, but
without the, well, yeah, of course, without the,
yeah, it was more like Wildcat.
Wildcat.
the Wildcat. Gray Wolves.
So,
Awesome.
Anyways,
seeing you there.
so yes. So hopefully, if any of you guys want to try them, I love the Quattro. Nick, have you flown the Quattro? Have you
I
flown
have
anybody's?
not. I have not.
I haven't
Oh.
either, and all my buddies have it, but they're not like, hey, go
Oh,
ahead and fly
I
my
just see who is.
paramotor.
Hey, Dave Wolf.
It's
Dave Wolf, is there one that you can call the turtle or anything like that?
isn't it? You would imagine
Nick?
that someone would have made a turtle pair. Nah, it's too negative. The
Yeah.
Nick. That Nick.
Dave,
Oh, when the bad
Yeah.
apple.
Dave Wolf.
Well, I
real
know
quick.
my son up in college. He and I were just talking last night. I'm like, boy, I wish I could get you a nice. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't like driving cars. But I said, son, I really wish I could get you an electric bike up there. So I might have to throw a couple bills your way for that drawing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'm gonna lose for sure now.
Yeah, right. So Dave Wolf, I have a question in the chat.
You could just
from
say, hey,
Bush-
you can just say Dave. I'm the only David here.
No, you're not.
You're a pen.
Oh, he's DP. He's DP though.
All right.
Who calls
so-
him Dave? Does anybody really call him Dave? DP.
Oh, you don't want to hear what I call them. All right. So moving on.
Question
Hey, keep
from
the pillow
chat.
talk out of this, Shane.
So Bushcraft, Texas, who is from the cooking community, and how the heck?
Bushcraft, Texas. Is that Dave Ruff?
There you go.
Oh, actually, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Hey, Dave.
Oh my God! You know what?
Dave Ruff.
I'm on it now.
He changed his name.
No, listen.
He always changes his name. He's Trike Flyer. He's Foot Launcher. He's Bushcraft.
Chicken.
He's
chicken
Bush
dude.
Eater. Bush Feeler.
My brain is not thinking clearly, and you're 100%. I already knew that. Why I thought it was from the cooking community, I don't know. But he does want to know. He does want to know how much horsepower an Adam 80 is with the prop on backwards.
Oh, well, with the prop on the correct way, there's very little thrust there either. Someone was trying to argue with me. I love my Adam 80. I'm like, I hated my Adam 80. There was nothing worse than launching first and being the last one to get up to an altitude. It's embarrassing.
Hey, I heard if you try to go to a mile high, you end up at how many feet? Will?
About 100.
Yeah, it's a performance motor. That's not its purpose.
Yeah. No.
That's right.
Shane, you haven't turned Super Chat on your channel. You got over 1,000 subscribers, dude. Why don't you turn Super Chat on?
Listen, you start talking to me about that. I have no idea what any. I don't know how to do any
It's
of
so
that.
people can donate to you. I mean,
Okay,
because
that,
I
I
got somebody that
understand.
wanted to donate. I'm just
I
saying.
understand how it works. Do I know how to do it? No. It's
Okay. Well, I can get you through that.
Hey, Scuba, I did
Awesome.
not start this channel to make money off of it. I started it and then tried to quit it. And then there were certain people like Angela that like threatened me with bomb threats and it
Showing
just,
up at your front door.
yeah. I mean, people show up here all the time. I'm like, how'd you get my address? They're like, oh, don't you worry about it. You can't quit Tuesday nights.
Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
But
He
yeah,
ain't quitting Tuesday nights.
Dave, I'm sorry. Scuba, I have no idea how to do none of that. And I have one video on here that gives me all my views. And that is the one I make fun of myself for 3.5 minutes. It's got over 112,000 views.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
People love to see it.
Oh, Jim, CR120. What's up, Jim?
What?
Haven't seen you in a minute.
Wow.
Wild Chucker
yeah,
said
man.
he'd love to help you out some more. You're a good guy, Shane.
Don't tell nobody that. There's
Well,
there's
you know.
4 people watching. Don't tell nobody that.
We know he's lying. Don't
Love
you
my
worry
Adam.
about
I
it.
trained on an Adam 80. I tell you what, if you run on an Adam 80 to take off and you're my kind of weight, you definitely are going to get a workout. I mean,
Oh,
but
God.
I went from that to a factory R. So imagine.
Oh, my
the difference.
goodness.
Yeah, I got out of training and got a factory R, and I was like, "Whoa, you can take off quick with this thing."
Go from 100 steps to
Yeah.
free.
You went from a
Yeah,
bicycle
right.
to a
Lean
top
back
fuel
and launch.
dragster.
Golly.
It was
I've never
awesome.
flown an Adam 80. I honestly have never even picked
I
one
don't think
up.
you could.
Good on glass, slow on speed.
Hey, I want you to know I'm down to 202 right now.
Wow, you're lighter than me, Shane.
And it
Hey,
wasn't
I'm
hard.
dropped. I went from 260 down to 240, so I'm getting
Oh,
there.
good
I'm
for
not.
you.
I'm that Dave range. You know, I'm not.
You're not
pumping
an
weights
Adam
and
80
going
range
off
either.
with the chicks.
Adam 80 and a 40-meter wing, you're good to go.
Oh,
Yeah, as long as you got a half mile.
dang.
Wow.
Hey, Linda just said she can send
Oh.
some snow if anybody wants it.
We had snow. Well, we had flurries today in Virginia, but very
I
little
had-
to speak
I
of.
had 85-degree heat today. Just
Yeah,
so
it was
you know.
freezing here. It was 83
Nice.
degrees. Oh,
It was in the
Dave.
80s just 3 days ago, and then it's like a high of 62 today. But actually,
Dave.
Charleston had snow on the ground for 3 days this year. That is like, I don't know when
It's
that's happened
35
before.
right now. It's
Dave.
cold up here. I'm gonna be looking forward to coming down where it's warm.
Shane.
DW. DW.
Yes,
Now that
DW.
you live now you live in freaking Florida.
Yeah.
You can brag about that stuff now, huh?
I love it. You know, my HOA is so. My HOA, they were cutting the grass today. That's phenomenal. I don't have to cut the grass anymore. I don't know if I told you this. They also cover snow removal too, so I don't even have to worry about shoveling
Yeah.
snow anymore.
Nice.
Snow
Phenomenal.
removal.
Nice.
Oh,
I love being there. So there's no. Why would you want to live anywhere else? I mean, you wake up and you're not working. You're on vacation. It's phenomenal.
hey Dave.
Hey.
That's how you ended up here. Stop telling everybody.
Oh
Some
yeah,
of
don't
us-
come here. We're Florida. We're full. We're full. There's no vacancy.
all these northerners come down and ruin my state with all their crap. And like, here we are. Look at me. It's 60
Yeah.
degrees outside. I got a shirt. I got shorts and a shirt on. And
Watch
you're at
this.
the beach.
This sure beats living in Ohio, the birthplace of aviation. You know.
Oh, here we go.
Here we
There
go.
we go.
There we go.
Oh no,
Just
that's
put
North
that in the
Carolina.
license
That's
plate,
first in
doesn't
flight
make it-
right there.
Doesn't make it so. I'm just
All
saying.
over their drag.
Hey, who's the smartest? Hey, who's the
Go
smartest
way
on
back.
the panel? Who's the smartest on the panel? Because Walter just threw 45 Celsius. Now we got to do math because we do
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
well, it's
45
not me.
Celsius
It's
is
not
very
me
hot.
because I'm on the damn
30.
panel.
It's not
30 is
45
already
degrees
hot,
Celsius. No
so
freaking
45.
way. It's not that hot.
You know, when
So
you
that would
say
be
who's the
nice,
smartest
that would be
on the
100
panel, you got to
That would be
consider
120
that we're all on
degrees.
the panel.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Did you hear that,
Yeah.
Shane?
Mm-mm.
He said 45 degrees Celsius. That'd be like 120 degrees.
That's hot. Yeah.
That's
Utter
ridiculous.
shite.
I mean, the
Yeah.
babies are jumping out
In
of the dingoes.
Australia.
So what else do we need to do about the Fly It For Gaige? Like, what else do we need to talk about?
I will
Um,
say, if you're interested in the the hookups and stuff like that, they've got usually plenty of those, right? Full hookups. And
I don't
I'm-
think they have very many sites left.
really,
I'm
Yeah,
married.
explain-
I'm married. I'm not
explain
looking for a hookup.
that you pay for your camping at the front gate. That money doesn't go to Shane. That goes to the park.
Yes.
And your flight fee, your pilot's registration fee, that's what goes to Shane. So any of the camping stuff goes to the park itself. Which you
Correct.
pay at the gate.
Which they have to make money. It's a business. I totally
Sure.
understand that. So if you park out back, it's $10 a night. You're going to tell them, and they are going to have a new system where you're going to have on your camper, you're going to have a tag. It'll tell you the dates. So if you show up and you only want to pay for one night, the next day they're going to kick you out unless you want to pay for another night. So just
Fair.
make sure you tell them how many nights you're going to do. Outback is $10 a night, which is nothing. If you are going to get power and water, check the site on the Facebook page. It'll say Hardy Lakes, and you click on it and put in the dates that you're looking for. They do have power and water. Again, we have Krista and I had actually the very first time that I ever went to this park. It was so long ago. It was for the poker run at Wauchula, Dave Wolf. That was the first time Krista and I found this park. And I had flown out of this park for 4 years before I was asked about doing an event there. So just so you know, if you show up early, you will have to go over to Wauchula Airport, which is about 15 minutes away. You cannot fly from the park until the event starts. So if you show up early, which is Wednesday is the very earliest you could show up. If you show up on Wednesday, you have to go to Wauchula to fly from the airport. You will not be allowed to fly out of the park.
Dang, when you say things like that, I feel like we've been flying forever now. That
I
was
know,
so long
right?
ago.
I know. I
Like,
know.
oh my gosh,
It
I
was,
feel like I just started, but no. I don't remember a lot from the poker run. I don't remember emceeing it. I don't remember how crappy that flight was back on that poker run. The only thing I can seem to remember is Shane flying face first into the back of a cargo trailer. That's the
almost.
only thing I can remember.
I only gift wrapped it. Okay. I did lay my wing right over this camper. They had the tailgate down. I thought it was a drive-through.
I thought you were going through. I'm like looking at him like, he's okay. Okay, I'm gonna launch. He's fine.
I can tell you how many times I should have destroyed all of my equipment, but for some reason, I'm still here with the same prop I went
boy.
to school with.
Wow,
Oh,
amazing.
Uh-oh. You just X yourself, my friend.
I listen.
I'm feeling a prop break coming up on Fly
I
It
can
For
tell you
Gaige.
right now, I plan on playing. I'm not flying
I'm
anytime
gonna
soon.
break it.
No, you can. It still won't be me. But if you do need some props, I know where you can buy one. Right, Nick?
Where?
We'll have a few.
Bring spares with you.
Well, yeah, you needed a spare last time I saw you, if I recall
I
correctly.
had one.
Thanks,
I had
Tony. It's real. It's not a green screen.
I want to ask a question to the panel because I'm in the wrong lane. Damn it. Because I think I've asked this question a long time ago. And Shane, you bring up that I'm still flying the same stuff. And the question is how comfortable are you trying out new equipment? I mean, I want to say Will had once said to me, I never fly anybody else's stuff. I don't want to try anybody else's stuff. There's a fear of breaking somebody else's stuff. Have you guys gotten past that fear where you say, yeah, okay, there's going to be some demos. I'd like to try a different motor. I'd like to experience a different glider. Are you still, are any of you still at that place, or have you are you ready to try more because you trust your skill set?
No
Will,
way.
I'll let you go first.
I'm still there, and it's not that I'm afraid that I can't afford to fix something if I break it. It's just that I don't know, man. There's a level of stress when you're trying someone else's stuff. Whether hey, I'd have the same feeling if I drove their car or whatever. I mean, last time I got in Shane's car, I think I cracked his $600 iPad, freaking iPad.
It wasn't the car, though.
That's a little different.
It didn't feel different.
For me, Dave. For me, Dave, I just lost half an income. So Shane's not flying crap because I can't afford nothing. I had to start Only Dad's page. See that?
Oh, wow.
You see my silhouette? That's my silhouette.
I do.
Just so you know.
I see. That looks good.
So far, I've made 3 cents. I'm rolling.
Goodness.
Well, they take 30% of that, right, Shane?
Oh shit! I made 2 cents and
There you go.
2.1%. But yeah, we. I always worried about messing up someone's gear and having to pay for it. And I mean, I'm getting to the point now where I need a new wing. I know it's close to the end of its life, and I want to fly other wings, but then what do I do when I like a wing? I'm like, now that I'm in the situation I'm in now, I'm out. I can't do it. Like, it's not worth it to me.
It's surprising to me because Rick, Gorilla had somebody, demo something and then claim it was the equipment's fault. I'm surprised if he's going to be demoing anything.
Well, I think at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to have anybody that wants the demo is welcome to, but they're going to have to sign something that says, yes, if something is broken, I am going to agree to pay for this.
Yeah,
that
gotta have a
makes
waiver
good
of some
sense.
sort.
I mean,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But I'll tell you
Jump.
something. There was a oh gosh, what's his name? David. I forget his name. He does a lot of tandems with his wife. David starts with a G. Anyways,
Garber.
Garber, thank you. And
Garber.
he, every time you see him on a flight, every time he goes up, it's a different glider, somebody else's glider. He loves testing other guys, and it kind of inspired me to start reaching out and branching out and trusting my skill set and saying, okay, look, I'm good enough to do this. All I gotta do is pull this thing up and make sure everything's clear and just do it. So it is fun to try out new stuff. Okay, you got to be confident in your skills. I think all of you are. I mean,
hello.
okay, maybe not.
Shane, if you want to foot launch my 34-meter Cyclone, you can do it, buddy.
Yeah.
Lord.
No waiver.
I'll look like Nick. I'll be a turtle in no time on no wind. Hey, no, I just at this point in life, I
Okay.
know what I haven't even been flying so much because I'm actually not confident in my equipment right now. Motor's good. The motor is good. Props good. Harness is good. The wing has kind of got me a little sketched out right now.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new wing soon. You've been flying that thing forever.
Well, I may have to quit flying because I may not be able to afford much of nothing, but that's besides the point. There's, like I said, there's only dads. My handle is, if you guys can, it's only $4.99.
Yeah, freaking month.
We
Hey,
need to
don't do it.
GoFundMe for a new wing for Shane.
Don't do what I did.
don't
I
do
started.
that.
I started one of those pages where I take pictures of my feet and sell the pictures. I owe money now. My feet are so ugly. It's terrible. Don't do that.
What was your channel? Pterodactyl feet?
No, it's footfungus.com.
What's up, Bobby? I see you.
Oh,
Will, let's do a shout out real quick. I forgot all about that, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Got quite a few people in the chat. Daddy Dutch Barbecue, Mr. Dana 54, Walter Priori. Hey, he says it's got his friends to the north. It's going to be 50 degrees Celsius. That's freaking hot. Must be a hot heat wave or something. Anyways, Andy Busby, Paramount USA, Bill H, David Wolf, Shannon Lee, Craig B, Tony Marzano, John Wayne, Greg Laney, Bill H, The Other Nick, The Breeze, Wally World, Scott Savage. What's up, Scott? Munchkin, Bushcraft, Texas, a.k.a. who?
Dave Ruff! Drake Fire!
Shannon, I already got Shannon. Cloud Chucker, Wendy Justice, Ryan O'Connor, Jim CR120. That's a blast from the past. Fly Swamper.
No.
Bobby Coleman, Dave P, Scuba Steve, Angela Preslick, Nick J, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, and yours truly, Will Fly. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, Daryl Wolf. Hey, what's up? He just popped
Yeah, how many
in.
wolves we got in chat? Man.
I know it, right? He said Daryl says he's looking forward to seeing you guys just for the comedy routine. Yeah, man.
All right. I can't wait to meet some of the people in the chat I've seen for years and years. And I can't wait to meet you in person. So I'm excited.
Hey, what
And,
happens after hours at the park stays at the park after hours or something.
Hey, no. If it's been video,
Vegas
if you
rules.
videotape it, it happened. If you didn't, it didn't happen.
that's
Oh,
right.
okay, good. Hide from all cameras.
All right. Hey, we're gonna get out of here. I know it's just a few minutes early. I gotta run. I'm freaking just whooped. I've had no sleep for a month, and it's awesome. Just so you know.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, Will, where can we find you real quick?
You can find me online at willflyppg.com or YouTube, search for Willfly.
Dave Perry, where can we find you other than a place that they put cold people?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm still working on that YouTube channel. Got to get a few more flights under my belt, and I'll have something else to tell you here next time.
And Nick J?
You can find me paralifeppg.com or just SE Bikes.
Mr. Scuba Steve?
Scuba Vapes on YouTube. I got a few videos on there. I mean, I don't got David Wolf videos, but since he don't post no more, he don't count.
Sissy.
And
It's like, what the hell, man?
and Dave Wolf, where can we find you, sir?
You can find my YouTube channel. I think it's just my name now, and I have started adding new content just recently as I'm testing out these new cameras.
I'm subscribed. Damn.
It's there, man. Hit the bell, like and subscribe. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like.
So yeah, I
subscribe,
started
hit
making
the
some
bell.
content again. I'm kind of reviving because I'm getting back into it and getting more excited about flying once again with the new paramotors that I'm able to test out and share and talk about. So you can find me there or in the back of my house in the pool. And the last thing I want to say is, Walter, you should be getting those Paramotor Crazy and our Paramotor Nation stickers any day now.
Sweet.
Hey, Will
Bye,
Fly,
guys. Thanks.
what show can
Oh,
we
sorry.
watch during the week?
During the week. So Friday, let's see, Thursday we got Paramount. No, yeah, Lindy's Treehouse, 8 p.m.
Treehouse.
on YouTube. And on Friday you got Scuba Vapes. That's also 8 p.m. on YouTube. And that's it.
Yeah, Tuesday night hangout. Thanks for
Well,
getting
yeah.
us.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, that's just rude.
Yeah. Okay. Tuesday night hangouts, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Be there, be square. We'll see you next week.
All right. Y'all have
Thank
a good
you,
one. See you
Shane,
next
for
week.
coming
Hey,
on.
y'all. Love y'all.
I appreciate you bringing the show back on here. I
Bye,
know
guys.
a lot of
Shane.
people in there missed you coming on. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try. I gotta get
We
the
got
show
you,
out
buddy.
there. All right, guys.
got you.
Peace out.
All right, y'all. Love you. Bye bye.
Good night.
Oh, there you go.